Hi, so as you can see by the title of today's video, we're going to be talking about why COD will never ever go back to the glory days. And that nostalgia that you have, keep it, keep it, because it's never going to feel like what it used to be. And I'm also guilty of this. Me personally, my favorite COD game of all time is Black Ops 2. The amount of good times I had with Black Ops 2, man, I could just, oh man. It was a great time, and I'm pretty sure that the people who are watching this video can just, as soon as I said that, you can just think of some of the greatest COD moments that you've had, and replay them in your mind, and think of where you were at, who you were playing with, what map, what gun. You can just feel it. You can visualize it when you talk about those great days, 2007 through 2000. Uh, well, I would say 13 because Black Ops, yeah, Black Ops 2, the end of the life cycle was 2013. So 2007 to 2013, that that span, it was just so special. It was just so. I'm not trying to be like Vince McMahon. It was special. It was special, but it really was. It really was special, man. And those days will never be back. Once you think about it and start reminiscing and going back, and to be honest, start looking at some of the old videos that guys have made and things like that, you'll see that things have changed drastically over the years. I mean, we can start with the whole disbanding lobbies, right? You remember some of the things that were said in those lobbies. It was ridiculous back then, to be honest with you. It really, I'm not gonna say need to be regulated because that was a part of the COD experience back then, right? You're getting called a bunch of slurs and God forbid you're a squeaker or you're a girl. Everybody can get it, you know. Shout out to Adrian Broner. Everybody can get it. So um, yeah, everybody was. I guess you could say like it was pretty much just a big free for all of wordplay. Everybody got it. Everybody got it. Was it toxic? Absolutely, but it definitely was a time, man. And it was a thing that these kids nowadays, or these people nowadays that finally got into COD after 2013, they they don't know. They don't know. I can also add the whole emblem thing. Remember some of the emblems that people used to make back in those days? You used to see a lot of a lot of private parts on there. I can't really say what I really want to say, but you should see a lot of private parts on there, a lot of creative wordplay. If you get what I'm trying to say, if you get what I'm trying to say, but yeah, you should see just a lot of wild stuff back then. And as far as the emblems are concerned, it's definitely for good reason because people can't act right. You can't expect the whole group of people to act right. And some of the stuff that they used to put on there were just ridiculous and has no place for it to be in a video game anywhere, to be honest with you, some of the stuff. But yeah, those emblems, man, once again, especially when we talk about Black Ops 2. By the way, my favorite god, if you guys didn't know, I will be referencing that a lot. Black Ops 2 is my favorite god. But yeah, the emblem days in Black Ops 2 were a special time. Even when towards the end of the year, well, yeah, towards the end of the year, people found out that you can steal somebody else's emblems. Well, it's not really stealing. It is stealing, but it's more so it was a copying method that you can take somebody else's uh, emblem. But good times those were, man. Good times. But yeah, but the thing that everybody, including me, always talk about is SBMM. Once again, those days where ping was king, and those days are gone, man. Everything is algorithm, and your time on the game is you're just a number. Everything is just put into a computer, and it's like your experience isn't natural. Your experience is predetermined, and that's something that we didn't have back then, man. We didn't have that at all. Just like I said before, ping was king. Uh, you didn't really have to worry about um, latency and things of that nature. Those stuff just weren't talked about back then. The lobbies were easier. Part of the reason why, because gamers nowadays are much better than they were back then. But the lobbies were easier, and they weren't trying to keep you on the game in order to kind of provoke you or to entice you. to buy things. And that's what leads me to the next thing, microtransactions. That includes the battle pass, that includes skins, and those things are just bad for the game, just terrible. Call of Duty is a franchise predicated on gritty, war torn stories, right? We're out here bringing in Nicki Minaj and Beavis and Butthead and Master Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? American Dad. We're losing the plot, man. We're losing the plot. And going back to EOMM, the algorithm kind of reels you back in. If you take a couple months off, they're going to give you a couple of easy matches. And if you're a super casual, I'm a casual player nowadays, but if you're a super casual, they're gonna hook you in just good enough so that maybe you can, maybe they can milk about $20-$25 from you. Maybe you'll buy a skin, right? You're having a string of good games. The bundles just came out. You're feeling good about yourself, and they got you. Or should I say the algorithm got you? It's sad, honestly. It really is sad, man. The iconic map design are gone. I could talk about Black Ops 6 right now because that's the most recent COD, man. But the map design, it just seems so lazy nowadays, man. And these these gaming companies, well, I can really only talk about Activision COD right now, but they're using AI to create some of these maps because back then everything was handmade, or should I say man-made, and thought, and they put their blood, sweat, and tears into some of these renderings, right? That stuff is gone now. They could just put it, into an AI app or whatever, and it can just render whatever. They could just type in the details, and there it is. And obviously, they still have to do the work and publish it and things like that. But uh, the meat and bones is lost. It's a lost art. It's a lost cause nowadays. It's lost. It's very, very lost. Black Ops 6 maps are just too small, and I'm a fan of small maps. I am like the small 3 lane. I like some maps like that, like the classics like Firing Range and Nuketown and small maps like that. Like I love them to death. But Black Ops 6 just did it all wrong, and it's the reason why a lot of people. It's really a lot of people's last straw with Call of Duty. The hype for Black Ops 7 is pretty much non-existent right now. People aren't excited about BO7. I'm kind of excited, partially because of the nostalgia factor. I'm not even gonna say partially. It's 100% because of the nostalgia factor. They said that on launch day that all the maps are gonna be Black Ops 2 maps. You got me. You got my money already. Now I'm not gonna be buying no skins. You're not gonna get me when it comes to that. As far as the whole Black Ops 2 type of vibe, you got me already. I love Black Ops 2. Favorite COD of all time. The yearly release has really caused a lot of fatigue. Nowadays, there's only so much that you can do with some of these iterations, to be honest with you. A lot of innovation has come and gone in the franchise, some for good, some for bad. We can debate what was good and what was bad all day. But really at the end of everything, the whole yearly release concept is really got to be scratched now. If you look at some of these other games in the gaming industry, mainly Fortnite, they released one big game, and I'm pretty sure Fortnite came released originally in about 2017, and all they do is, well, they get their money strictly from microtransactions, and for them it makes more sense to do that. For a yearly release, it really doesn't make sense for them to do that. And if you're gonna do a yearly release, it better be done right, and the game better be ready. But on the flip side, they really don't have enough time to get everything right in order to make it perfect. And that's why the yearly release has got to go. And I think that we'll have better communication from the devs and just a better overall product if we scrap that. The days of every year getting a COD, now it might still be a thing, but for the games to be polished and great and ready for consumers, those days are gone.